on this powerful place on the south coast of Crete in February 2018. I have heard for maybe 20th time your beautiful YouTube presentation of Nietzsche's Will to Power, which I have transformed to MP3 so that I can carry it with me as I walk on the coast or in the mountains, because as Nietzsche says, all powerful ideas must be born while walking and not while sitting. And I say it's one of the best presentations of Nietzsche's thought. Even the style of it is one of the best on YouTube. Okay, it gives space for sympathetic listener to see images and feel the words and the meaning as is suggested by Nietzsche in those listeners who have ears behind their ears. But what occurred to me, which is my little contributions, since I am a follower of Ludwig Klages, biocentric philosophy, and it was Ludwig Klages who helped me to somehow connect Nietzsche with my, as you see in this picture, romantic inclination, with love to nature and to natural demons, to elementary forces of nature. And I thank you for the beautiful idea which you have formulated, I mean for the idea which you have perfectly formulated, that the will to power by Nietzsche is not ontologically different from meta, but it is epistemologically different as it is experienced from inside, as if we could experience the power of the sea from inside. Phenomenologically, somehow, if the sea had a soul, then we could somehow unite with it and feel its desire to attack or to enlarge and make the big stones you see down there to dust in millions of years. Its will to power must be very long, millions and millions of years. Okay, and what occurred to me in a blink of eye is that exactly I could change the word will to power in your speech to the Urbilder, or the images. It is difficult to translate this to English. This is what Klages supposes as a, let us say, epistemological aspect of all elementary forces. So basically their body is the matter, the sea, the water of the sea, the air of the winds, the sunlight of the sun, okay, the fire plasma of fire, and the rocks of the earth, and all the living organisms of the earth are the body of the earth, body of matter. But it also has an, let us say, epistemological quality, and I connect it because all the world that is thinking deeply now, all the thinkers who really think deeply are asking themselves the questions: what is the soul? what is, phenomenologically speaking, the experience, as we have not yet found anywhere in matter the qualia, the real experiences of this pleasant soft evening breeze on the coast of Crete, the play of the waves in my ears, the play of the wind in my ears, and so on. These are qualia, real experiences that we have, but we cannot find them. And Klages, and if I connect it now, that I have to turn now because the wind is getting stronger, so I don't want to have too much noise in it. Let's look into the west, actually, excuse me, east, or find some other place where there is not so much wind. If I would, instead of will to power, say the morphogenetic field of the soul, or if I would say the informational field of the matter, of all the elementary forces, something that is not ontologically different, which practically is the same as the body of them all, but as experience from inside, would give the realm, would comprise the realm in which experiences are experienced. So then it would be the same as you have said, only the deepest essence of the world would not be the will to power, but the desire to embody, as Klages formulates this, these, what he calls Urbilder, which could be translated as there's no word for it in English, but they are not Platonic ideas. They are constantly changing information fields, the inner epistemological aspect of any matter on this planet and probably some elsewhere also. And they are constantly changing, and they are informational fields in a certain sense, with an emotional desire to embody in, yes, now it's a question really, if they are already not ontologically different from the matter, but then they desire to embody is questionable, that you are right, then it would be desired to embody more than they are already embodied. So the sea, if the millions of years would have this desire to overcome the shores, and the sun through the millions of years and billions of years would the desire through its information fields, the soul of the demon, of the elementary demon, the sun, would be to enlarge its sphere and to devour, which it also will at the end, all planets. Okay, so there is a similarity, and also in your wise comparison of the Darwin theory of evolution, which Nietzsche didn't accept, there is also Klages who says, similar to Nietzsche, that the deepest drive force behind the evolution is not to survive, okay, but to make a Dionysic kind of explosion of forms. It's abundance, it's an overflowing cup, and the biosphere of this earth has several times destroyed an enormous abundance of life in its history. So, and then it started again and again and again. So I am grateful to you to have found this connection, and now I can talk about those Urbilder in English, at least in the same style as you say. They are ontologically the same as the soul, let us be specific, soul, the informational field of the soul, according to Rupert Sheldrake, the morphogenetic field of the soul is the same as the body ontologically, but epistemologically it is different, let us say, and we cannot grasp it with our instruments that measure the body, but we can see it in its effects. It affects the world. Our soul affects the world. I mean, this video is the effect of my soul, and it is being made possible by my body, which holds the camera and moves the organs of speech, okay? And its driving force of this morphogenetic field of the soul of any level, be it the soul of an animal, plant, man, these mountains, this Libyan Sea, which stretches to Libya, obviously, and so on, from the south coast of Crete. And then we should not speak so easily about a soul and say an informational field, okay, that is acceptable, morphogenetic field maybe also. Its main driving force is the desire.